happy Saturday. It's October 28th and I'm headed to my son's game. It's beautiful this morning. The leaves have changed colors, just the yellows, the oranges, the leaves on the ground. It's definitely a fall picture. I want to take the kids outside to take pictures later on if it's still light by the time we get home. It's about 74 degrees outside of the car. It said in the car it's 79 degrees. And it's just beautiful. I know it's not, it says outside that it's 74 and in the car it says it's 79. I know it's not supposed to be this warm in October, especially at the end, global warming, but this is so beautiful. Like, do you guys see the colors behind me? Just beautiful. I'm not even like a fall type of girl. I'm more of a summer and spring. I dabble with the fall because I like wearing like cardigans, sweaters, boots. I definitely don't mess with winter, but this like beautiful foliage behind me, definitely worthy. My husband left the house earlier with our son to go get him a haircut, and then they just stayed near where the game was gonna be. And what is going on with these drivers on this road this morning? They keep just tapping the brakes last minute. Like, don't you know you gotta stop? That's what causes accidents, the people tapping their brakes last minute. But we're gonna go apple picking after his game. I don't even know where I left off at because my husband called me, but yeah, so I have to check the orchard to see if they even have apple picking, because 2 weeks ago my aunt went to this other spot and they didn't have apple picking available because they said it was a bad growing season, global warming. So I have to check this one that we like to go to and see, but I feel like this one will be fine because last year it was the same situation with a lot of the other apple picking spots around us not having apples, but this one that's further away from us that we like to go to, they still had apples. I feel like a little bit disappointed in myself because I said last week I was like 5 minutes late to my son's game, and I said this week I was gonna be on time. But by the time I left my house at 11:35. I drove right into heavy traffic. Since it's a beautiful day, everyone is outside. They outside today. Because on some other Saturdays, like, it's just through. And this morning I had been in my Delulu stage. I thought I was gonna be able to get to Burlington before going to his game. It was 10:50 and I'm still in the bathroom, like, just washing my face. But when I woke up, because I said I've been up really early, then I got my daughter a bottle. I unbraided her braids. Do they measure like baby's feet? And if they do, where do they do that? Because I would love to take her to get her feet measured, so I could know her exact size. Because it's not like she could talk and tell me like these shoes hurt my feet, and I don't want to put her in shoes that hurt her feet. Right now she only has one pair of two pairs of sneakers that were gifted to her. She has a pair of Nike, they look like some type of Air Maxes that were, I don't know if they're Air Maxes, honestly, I don't know, but she has a pair of like Nike mid tops. They're pink, they're white with pink, and the Nike sign is black. They're very cute. And then she has a pair of Huaraches that were gifted to her as well, but Huaraches are impossible to get on a baby's feet, so those are definitely never gonna be worn by her because it's just not possible to get them onto her feet. So I took her to Walmart the other day to try to get shoes for her, but there was this man there and he was giving me the creep vibe, so I couldn't really like even position myself to focus to try her shoes on, because I wanted to have a good eyesight on my son. Because this Caucasian man, he didn't have a basket, he didn't have nothing in his hand but something circular and black, and I don't know what it was, but I was in this aisle with my son. My son bent down to look at something, like my son got on one knee to like look at something, and this man was walking past him. He looked down at him and then he walked like the other way. Then he turned around and came back down the aisle and looked at my son again. I looked at him like, can I help you? And then he kept walking. A few aisles later, here he pop up again, still nothing in his hand. It was just giving me very creepy. And I've seen like people post all the time on Facebook about how there's someone in Walmart looking at people, or there's someone at Walmart circling a car, and sometimes it feels like it's like fake just to cause emotion. I know like trafficking and everything like that happens, and kidnappings can happen in stores and basketball games, anywhere, but sometimes it feels like it's like hoax that people are doing. But to experience something like that really like had me looking at this man sideways, because then I saw him a third time, still nothing in his hand. So I didn't really like feel comfortable enough to bend down and be trying shoes on my daughter. I wanted to have a good eyeball on my son and make sure that he stayed right by me, because he'd be wanting to like look at things, and I'm like, when I move, you move, okay? You're not moving without me. So yeah, that was my experience at Walmart. So I wanted to go to Burlington to look at shoes for her this morning, because when I was there with my aunt, I was looking at shoes and they are like pretty cheap. But I want to be there to like actually try them on. If we go apple picking, I'm a vlog, and not everything, because I want to also be like in the moment with my family, and I don't like putting them on camera. Anytime I have like my son be in the background, sometimes I blur his face out. I try not to have my daughter's face showing, just like maybe the side of her face or her hair. But I don't know, there just be weird people on the internet. Ooh, this like pine nut just hit my car window. I hope it didn't leave a scratch or something, because there's something there, but I probably have to wipe it. But there be just weird people on the internet. Like, I don't check the comments, but I did put, I forgot what the thing is called, like when you can put for them not to allow like mean messages, not mean, but like inappropriate messages and stuff like that. I did put that. And when I was checking my Facebook the other day, I saw that I had a comment from some teenager with a fake rapper picture as their profile picture, and they made a rude comment, and I feel like it's one of my students. Just because then underneath one of my other shorts there was a comment about how I wear business suits, and it's like, I don't be wearing business suits on my videos, so who else would know that I wear suits? And you know, they were commenting on I don't even want to get into it, but they made a comment about how I look good in my when I be wearing my suits and stuff, and like, I don't wear suits on my videos, so who else would know like what I wear to work but my students. Went apple picking, and look, a lot of the trees don't even have apples on them. Every single year we are always late, but this apple orchard is humongous. They have apples, they have pumpkins. There's basically no apples here, but this orchard is really big, really large. They have apples, they have raspberries, they have pumpkins, they have grapes, not grapes, they have what is it called, they have blueberries. They have like so many things out here. We snuck our way to the raspberry area. It's not really sneaking, but we're in the raspberry area, and I've never been raspberry picking. I don't even be buying raspberries like that either, but it's just the experience. It's just the experience, and we're just walking. Do you guys see the view behind me? Look at all those right here on there. Just beautiful. I apologize in advance because my tripod is shaking, but I just came back from getting my eyebrows done. You see it, it's looking crispy. You see this? Crispy, just looking good. I need to do my upper lip. I'm gonna do my upper lip later on because it's giving full-blown teenager growing a mustache, and I don't want that for me, so I'm gonna shave my upper lip later. But she did such a good job on my eyebrows. I think this is the best that she's done ever since I've been going to her. I hadn't gotten my eyebrows done in like maybe 2 months. I went and I got my eyebrows done sometime in August, I think, and I didn't get it done with this person. I got it done at my nail shop, and I usually don't do it at my nail shop because they have a tendency to give me 2 different separate eyebrows. So I usually go to an eyebrow and eyelash place. But I hadn't been going because last time I felt like she threaded my eyebrows like way too thin and they were not the same like shape and everything, so I wanted to just let them grow out. But I did go back to her and I feel like this time she didn't, because they look symmetrical to me. And you guys see my braids are still going strong. I don't even know how the back looks, so hopefully the back looks decent. Okay, I am about to cook, but I'm not gonna meal prep because I just don't feel like standing in this kitchen for 2 to 3 hours. I'm just gonna cook one meal, and this meal is gonna be for tomorrow and Tuesday because my husband is out right now with his friends for a birthday, so I know he's gonna eat. And then we have pizza in the fridge, so my son can have that. My daughter already has something she could have for dinner. And so yeah, so I am going to make stir-fried chicken. I already made some white rice in the Instant Pot this morning. I just put it on the Instant Pot, walked away, it did its job. And then for me, because I don't eat chicken, I'm going to do some tofu stir-fry. And this is how I prep my tofu. I need to actually change the paper towel. I have this big heavy cast iron skillet, and then I have my tofu. I take a piece of paper towel. I need to change it because this one is soaked. I sit it on top of the tofu, and then I sit the cast iron skillet on top of the paper towel, and it squeezes out all the liquid. If you've ever had tofu, or if you're not familiar with tofu, tofu holds a lot of liquid, and it sits in a liquid in the container that it's in. I'm not sure what the liquid is made out of, but I just sit the cast iron skillet on top of it, and I sit it on the countertop. I let it sit for like 30 minutes. Yesterday we did go apple picking. We got apple cider munchkins, and then I also purchased this little half-gallon apple cider. I wish I had purchased like a full gallon though, but I can't go back now. So yeah, I'm about to make some apple cider mimosa as I cook this meal. And I'm gonna do some BTS here and there, not the full meal probably, or maybe every time I'm about to do something new, I'll turn the camera on, only because I want to watch a show. I want to watch Virgin River as I am cooking, just to have like a nice little Sunday relaxing afternoon. I want to talk to you guys about wanting to do a fast, because I don't wait till my church does a fast to do one. Whenever I feel like I need a tune-up, I do a fast or a consecration. If you don't know the difference, a fast is when you eliminate things that you are consuming internally, and then the consecration is when you eliminate things that you are consuming externally. So for example, consecration would be like, I'm not gonna be on TikTok, and fast would be like, I'm not gonna eat this. And then during this time, you're making sure that you are really diving into your word, you're praying, you're reflecting on God's word, and you're trying to figure out, you're not trying to figure out, you're trying to hear from him essentially. And so, like I said, I don't wait till my church does one. Anytime I feel like, woo, spiritual attack, I'm like, I am on a fast. But I do want to do a fast. However, I need to do groceries for that because I usually do the Daniel fast, and we're not doing groceries this weekend because we need to finish everything in our fridge and our freezer. The other day when I was looking through stuff and throwing stuff away, I realized like we had so many things in there, I didn't even remember were in there. They're like in the back of the fridge or in the back of the cabinet, and then they end up expiring, and it's a waste of money. And with this economy and inflation, we cannot be wasting money. So we are going to finish everything we have in our freezer, everything we have in our fridge before we do any more grocery trips. So I'm gonna have to postpone the fast for maybe a week or two. But in the meantime, I am in my Bible bag. In my Bible bag, I have been doing Bible studies, my solo Bible studies.